Hi, welcome to the channel. Welcome back if you're a current subscriber. Today, I'm analyzing the body language of Alex Murdaugh, who was an influential man in South Carolina and ended the lives of his wife Maggie and his son Paul. He was also charged on 22 counts of financial crimes. He was stealing from his clients, and that earned him 40 extra years on top of 2 life sentences. So it's safe to say he will never get out, but let's analyze this body language. This particular video comes from a channel called Law and Crime Network, so please go check them out. I will leave the full video in the description link. Let's get started.
Came back here. I mean, I pulled up and I could see him, and, you know, I knew something was bad. I ran out. I knew it was really bad. My boy over there, I could see it was...
I'll start off by saying I believe all 4 of them are sitting in a car in the perhaps driveway or yard of where this crime took place. And we start off seeing that Alex is not actually making eye contact clearly with anybody asking him questions. Though they are in a car, so position-wise, that could be why. But the fact that his eyes are sideways, shifting very briefly and very subtly towards the man asking him questions, trying to get more information, is very unnatural. He doesn't want to directly confront the man asking him questions. Now, when we're emotional, when we're truly in distress, we will withdraw socially. So sometimes it could be a case of someone being in true distress, but the fact that his blink rate is very normal, the fact that it almost looks as if he's smiling in some points in this, there are certainly no real tears, no glabella furrowing there in between the eyebrows, no grief muscles, no emphasis on anything, no indications of shock, all these things that we should see. Verbally, what he's expressing is that he sees this man, he knows it was bad in his mind, but he doesn't go after this person. He doesn't even go after this person after he discovers his wife and son are dead. That is a bit alarming to me because after discovering his wife and son are dead, he makes no attempt to go after who might have done it. And just body language-wise, non-verbally, he's not expressing that he's truly in distress. What we're seeing here, when he starts to pretend to cry, his head goes down. He's protecting that vulnerable part of his body, which we would typically do if we were in distress. But he's really having to work hard, put in a lot of effort to scrunch up his face. There's not a real authentic contraction of muscles around the orbicularis, and there's still some aversion, and he's very noisy. This isn't natural. This is most likely his attempts to make sure that whoever's asking him questions doesn't get any information out of him. Can't ask him questions, can't receive information. I believe that the man asking him questions knows this, as he doesn't reach out and comfort this man. He's in fact the only one that doesn't do so. He most likely knows something else took place.
And I ran over to Maggie. Actually, I think I tried to turn Paul over first. You know, I tried to turn him over, and I don't know, I figured it out. His cell phone popped out of his pocket. I started to try to do something with it, thinking maybe, but then I put it back down really quickly. Then I went to...
There's no sense of urgency or panic in his voice. This isn't a missing case, so it makes sense he's not very panicked because of someone being missing and him having to make sure they're found safely, but he should at least be panicked about the fact that his family's now dead. Someone else did this. He should be in some sort of shock. We're not seeing all of this. Instead, he appears to actually be laughing, but he covers his face. His face is very bright red, but there's no sniffling. There's nothing actually taking place here. Again, this is just noisy. This is emotional barriering. This is keeping people from getting information, which an innocent person would typically not have to do. Verbally, he also expresses he tried to turn over Maggie. Well, first it was his son, and then he figured it out. He doesn't elaborate on figured what out and what there was to figure out, and why he would reach for his son's phone instead of checking for a pulse. He doesn't note, I checked for a pulse, I checked to see if either of them were still alive, I ran after the guy, I called 911. Nothing that would instinctually happen in a case like this when someone has just been killed. That's just what we're seeing in this video. I'm sorry this one has been short. There's not a lot to this one, but this is what we can see so far for this man and what he's been charged with. And most likely he believed that his influence in the community could save him from this sort of thing. That didn't work out for him. Please let me know what you might know about this case and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching.